Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Northwest Craftsman. I'm in the middle of putting up a bunch of chicken wire for the chicken coop that I'm building, and I was using a hand stapler, and it was an absolute pain in the butt. So for the same price as a hand stapler, I was able to get a WEN Crown Stapler. Today I'm going to do a quick unboxing and review so that you guys can see whether or not it's worth it for you as well. Alright, let's get going. So opening up this package, the first thing that you're going to notice is that it is packaged up in a hard case. It's pretty cool. It makes it a lot easier to store. The couple of tools that I've gotten that have now come in hard cases has been awesome because it's super easy to store them on the shelf. Also gives them a nice clean place to lay when you don't have cupboards to work in. Opening up that hard case, the first thing that you're going to see is the instruction manual, and flipping through this guy, it was pretty easy to see all the different things I needed to know about it. It perfectly described everything that was included in the package. So then underneath the instruction manual, you're going to see a couple of other things. You have the brad nailer in this bubble wrap. You've got some oil that you want to be using periodically. And then you've got an Allen wrench, which is for most of the Allen keys that you have all the way around this. So initializing this tool is super easy. Just take it out of the bubble wrap. The quick disconnect hooks up to most quick disconnects. For me, it hooked straight up to the quick disconnects that I have. And then you're going to want to put 4 to 5 drops of oil in this if you don't already have oil conditioned in your stream for pneumatic tools. Some shops have that. Mine does not, because I do a lot of HVLP, and so I don't want oil in my Airstream. So if you're not going to do that, use this included oil to put 4 or 5 drops in here to get it going. And the rest of it is easy. I have mine hooked up at 90 psi, but it is rated for 60 to 100 psi. And then you can run through and basically just push it up against the surface, pull the trigger, and boom, you've got it. Once you have that oiled, go ahead and throw a couple of staples into a test piece. This is to get the oil through and lube everything up, and it did lube everything up really nicely. I could see it operating more smoothly after just the first couple of them. And then to really test this, I want to go through and finish putting up all the chicken wire throughout this chicken coop. I'll probably be throwing a couple hundred staples through this because I really want to make sure that everything is secure and to make sure that this works. One of the reviews I had seen online is that this jams pretty easily, and so I want to see if it jams at all as I'm going through this. But here I am. I'm going to go ahead and test this, and I'll join you guys back in a second. Well guys, about 250 nails later, 0 jams for $30 or whatever it is when you guys end up going to buy this. I got this for $30. Well worth the money. It was so much easier than trying to use the hand stapler. Sorry for the airplanes going over. We live right near an airport. But this was so much easier than trying to use a hand staple for all of the nailing all the way around the chicken wire. It drove them in nicely. I was using 1-inch staples, and I had very few of them that stuck outside of it, and most of the time it was my fault because I wasn't fully seated up against the wood. So if you guys are looking for a hand stapler that's pneumatic, that costs basically as much as a manual stapler, I highly recommend this guy. You can find a link to it in the description down below. Again, that is an Amazon affiliate link, so it does support me. If you guys do that, I get something like 3% back on any of the purchases you guys make through that. And again, it just helps the channel move forward. So if you guys want one of these, go ahead and check that out. If you have any questions about it or tests you want to see me do with it, go ahead and leave that in the comment section down below as well, and we'll get through that. But thank you guys very much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Go staple something. Have a great one.